this video, I want to show you how you can create a very beautiful template like this one which you are seeing here, whereby the background of this video is not a real place, it is just an image, and the man talking in the front was captured with a green screen. I want to show you how you can combine the same to end up with a video that looks like this one, which is very beautiful indeed. So let's get into the video. The first step is to make a green screen video like this one. Do not include the regs. If you include the regs, they will bring complications. We do not want complications, so do not include the regs. Make it just a talking head. The next thing we need is to have an image like this one. You can download an image of your choice. Personally, I liked this one best, and this is the image I downloaded. So now let us get into editing. So what we want to do to this image is to animate it, give it some life, so that we can turn it into a video. To do that, the first thing we need to do is go to track motion here and zoom the image so that it views the entire 1920-1080 frame. Yeah, to that extent. View. Yeah, that is the default layout. That is what we should be working with. Now that we have zoomed the image to view the frame, the next thing we need to do is to animate the image. To do that, we need to go to track motion and let us start somewhere around here, which is 0000.617. Let us go to that point. That is 617. And we are going to create a keyframe using this plus sign. We want that effect to go all the way to the end of the clip, or the end of this image, which is right about there, which is 00005639. So let us go to 005639. So you can use the scroll wheel here to enlarge or to get these seconds to move slowly so that you can get the exact second that you want. So now we want, by the time the video moves from here to here, we want this image to keep coming forward a little bit, and we want that effect to be repeating. We could as well make it come forward, go back, and then come forward again. In order to do that, let us go to here, which is 00004459. So let us go back a little bit. 4459. 4459. So what we need to do is zoom the image outward just a little bit, like that. And then when we go to the end of this clip, which is 00005639, .56 39. Let us now zoom the image out a little bit. Now we are done with that effect. So let us now play and see that effect which we have created to give rise to this image. Yeah, you can see the image moving forward. Then the image is moving back again. Now maybe we can try and make another effect. That effect will start here, which is 0036 36. Let us go there. 0036. Let us create a keyframe there using a plus sign. Then what we want to do with this second effect is, you see this side of the bookshelf is somewhat tilted backward. We want it to look like it is coming forward on this side that is tilted back. In order to make that effect, we need to come here to track motion. Now we need to change the compositing mode. So let us first close the track motion. Now let us go to compositing mode and change it to 3D source alpha. Then now we need to click on the track motion again, and we can use the scroll wheel. That is what we need to use in order to be able to edit this 3D effect. So when you make it bigger, it becomes easy to make small movement or minor movement. So now what we want to do with this effect, we want, by the time our video gets to about here, let us go past this keyframe here, which is 00005656. Now let us go to 005656. There. So we want this image to tilt forward, and we will use compositing mode, 3D source alpha. That was excessive. Let me also increase it a little bit so that we don't have a black edge on this side. Let me bring it in a little bit. That is excessive. Let me arrange it a little bit so that it diffuse the frame. Right about there, you can now cross the track motion. Now let us play to see the effect. Yeah, the image is coming forward and is also tilting. So now that we have created that retro movement, let us first insert another video track here so that we can take our green screen video above. Now, supposing your video is longer than this, what do you do? You can copy and let us paste this one down here. If you paste down here, it does not come with the keyframes. So let us undo, Ctrl C. Edit, undo move event, edit, undo paste event. So let us copy, let me click here and paste. Then I will drag it so that they snap together like that. If you click right here and paste, what you will do is that they will overlap. And once they overlap, and you try to drag this one so that they can snap at the end, at the end here, you will end up moving the keyframes, which will complicate the entire thing. So what you need to do is click somewhere like here and paste, and now you can drag it back. Not do it somewhere like here because they will overlap and it will complicate everything. Now supposing you made one effect on this video clip, then you copied and pasted it, and copied and pasted it again, then you want to do another effect to all these video clips. For instance, I want to go to video effects and I need Gaussian blur, and I will use right blur. Which is okay. Now what this one is doing is making the effect of something like if we are using closed aperture or wide open aperture, whereby the main subject is in focus and the background is out of focus. So to copy what we have just done to this clip, to these other clips, you need to copy, then we can paste attributes, but we will selectively paste event attributes. Now if we select all, I think this one is not going to help us because I cannot see Gaussian blur here. But if it was something like you current grain this image, you could have copied the current grain and pasted on these other clips. So I'm going to cancel. We are going to repeat Gaussian blur on these other video clips. Now the next thing we need to do is work on this green screen video here. But first to have good effect and see what we are doing, we need to first mute the image timeline. So now let us remove the green screen, and we are going to do that using chroma key. What we have here is a green screen, and when you drop that, that is what you end up with. Now you can see we have some remnant of the green. First of all, let us click here, show mask only. So I'm going to play around with low threshold and high threshold so that we can have a perfect key. On the low threshold we want everything but the mask to be black, just like that. And on the high threshold we want the mask to be white. Right about there, that is perfect. So now we want to enable here, and you can see that our talking head is on a black background. Then we can unmute this one, and now we have a talking head video with a cool effect happening on the background. So in order to see that effect smoothly, let us come here. I write a section like that, press Ctrl Shift plus B. That will pre-render the image so that you can preview in a smooth manner. If you don't have a graphics card, it takes a time before it is done pre-rendering. So if you have a way of getting a graphics card, do not rely on computer graphics alone. Graphics card will improve your rendering and pre-rendering so that you can do things at a faster pace. So this is the right time to tell you that if you're not subscribed to my channel, consider doing so. I do photography content creation and go test out cameras in the field. I also make videos like this one. So if you want to join and experience with me, subscribe to the channel and you're welcome. Always come around, see what is happening, and all will be well with us. So let us wait for this one to finish pre-rendering so that we can preview in a smooth manner. Now the pre-rendering is complete. Let us now click on play and see the effect. Now I have seen one keyframe that is making it look like it is going berserk. So if we want to correct that, we will have to go to the track motion and edit these keyframes one by one. But what I want to, I will delete the second effect because it is making it do some funny things. So we can go to track motion, but if I delete this copy and creep, and I also delete this one, and now I am left with this. So instead of deleting, maybe I could take this grip and drag it to about there. Let us see the movement. Now let us see what happens when we copy and paste. So you see these keyframes here, this is what we need to spread out so that the movement can be smooth. When they are too close, that jump here looks crazy. So let us print this little section, Shift B on the keyboard. We don't want some crazy movement in the background that looks abnormal. We have to make it look realistic. This might take longer, but if this is the only thing you need in order to create these movements, then it is worth your time. So let us see what happens after pre-rendering. That is okay. Now let us play. So we need to move this one a little bit so that it is not jumpy. Shift B. So what you need to do is play around with these keyframes so that you can create smooth movement. You can also come here and click on all the keyframes and make them smooth. So let us click on all these keyframes, press Ctrl and click on all of them. Right click and make them smooth. Then you can copy this one. Right, copy. Let me paste there, and then I will drag it back. And now our video is complete, and that is how you create that movement or that template. So have a nice time. See you in the next video.
JM Photography KE Image.